Were these games made?
Ew. How's it going? My name is PewDiePie. I just want to show you a video real quick. So, do you know what Concord is? You know what Concord is? I mean, you had to have been living under a rock to not know what Concord is. Or was. Okay, so Concord was a hero, a live service hero shooter, PvP. Like, hang on, let me switch over. It was a live service hero shooter. PvP hero shooter, kind of like Overwatch. Yeah, it tanked real bad. Like, they spent $100 million on this game and worked on it for 10 years. And when it finally came out, Sony fucking took it offline. They shut it down in a week. 1 week. That's how hard it failed. And it wasn't that the game was really, really bad. It was just extremely unremarkable. It was a festering ball of adequacy. The game was just okay. It wasn't great. Wasn't horrible. No one cared. Nobody cared. And to keep it online would have cost them a lot more than it would have cost them, than they would have made through sales with it. So, it was quite possibly the fastest a game had ever failed. Now, there's this new thing, this new trend, and don't let anyone tell you differently, is that DEI is forcibly making its way into our games. Now, there's nothing wrong with diversity. There's nothing wrong with inclusion. But what is happening is different than simply including races and genders and orientations and gender identities and all this background nonsense. It's more than that. It's these companies, these DEI companies, consultants really, such as Sweet Baby Inc. These companies are teaching other corporate entities that they need to go speak to their HR department and hire them, because if they don't, they need to threaten them that they will get them canceled on Twitter. Not only that, but the federal government, up until recently, had put out some tax breaks and things like that for companies that include DEI um, standards in their video games, movies, things like that. So that's why you've been seeing a lot more gay characters, trans characters, black characters, all this kind of stuff. Now, if that if all that was just making stories centered around black people, trans people, things like that, that would have been fine. But that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. These companies want to keep making the same game that attracts the players and same movies that attract the viewers, but at the same time they want to have their cake and eat it. So what they do is um, they just they can't just simply throw a few trans flags around and just call it a day, because that's not enough. That doesn't meet the standard criteria for being nominated for Emmys or anything like that. That doesn't meet the requirements for the tax breaks, nothing like that. And they're threatened to be shut down if they don't do these things. So what they do is they completely change the story and shoehorn in the black character. They shoehorn in the gay character. They shoehorn in the trans character. And basically, they're going out of their way to put representation in the games that no one asked for. So, what they're doing, in short, is when you play a game, you like to see attractive characters, usually. Not always, but usually. Like you wanna have something nice to look at because you're gonna be staring at it for a very long time. Can you imagine if they made Scarlet Nexus and Kasane was an overweight black character? Maybe it could work. But why would you make her an overweight black character? It doesn't make sense, especially with the amount of acrobatics she has to do. Well, that's what these game companies are doing. They're just shoehorning this kind of stuff in. Like, no one wants to play as the overweight black character. And you're gonna shoehorn it in and make it not make sense? Like, that's a multi-level problem. So, this has caused a lot of disruption in the gaming industry, the movie industry, things like that. So, that is one of the major reasons why Concord fails, because everyone was screaming at anyone who said that Concord was looks really bad would scream at those people. People would scream at those people and say, "You're being racist. You're being transphobic. You're being this. You're being that." And that was a label game. And they say, "You're being a hater because there are Mexican characters, there are Latino characters in Concord, there are fat characters in Concord. You're just a hater." Like, no, we just want to play a good game. That's all it is. That's all it is. And so when it came out and then failed immediately, all the haters are going, like, they were going, "Don't buy the game if you don't like it. Don't buy the game." And when we didn't buy the game, they were like, "Why didn't you fucking buy the game? You assholes. You're fucking terrible. You failed this, made this game fail. I hope you're happy." So this has been an ongoing trend. Ubisoft is doing it. A lot of companies are doing it. It's not just Ubisoft. It's not just Concord. It's a bunch of things. So I want to show you this video. This new game called Avowed came out. I want you to see this shit. They tried to do something very similar. And you got to see this shit. It's so funny. Now, the inclusion, the DEI stuff isn't really the reason why people don't like Avowed. It's more of this game is a festering ball of adequacy, but you can see there are some other problems too. I want you to see this shit. This shit's so funny. I gotta find out who the fuck made this. Who made this video? Ah, Fleckazoid. I'm trying to pull it up here. They're calling Avowed Concord levels of failure, by the way. You're still with me, right? I want to show you this shit. Okay. This is so goddamn funny. This had me in stitches.
To do something fun and creative, I think.
I can only go right, Pips. Finding a door. I need help. Avowed is here, and the 3 people that knew it was coming out are hyped at how okay this game is. You go look at the reviews on Steam, and every critic is raving at how okay Avowed is. They're screaming it from the rooftops. Avowed is okay. Sure, the RPG mechanics are shallow, and the combat's about as deep as a puddle, but on the bright side, the exploration is okay. And you know, also, like... the exploration's okay. No. And normally I'd get angry at how boring this high on fentanyl fantasy is, but you know what? I've been going to anger management classes lately, so I'm turning over a new leaf. Now when I find myself playing a game where a British furry walks up to me and asks, hey, are you playing Butt Pirates with your fishman sidekick and your not racist, not Scottish dwarf? I say, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. When people called me ugly for the first 3 hours of the game, I said, that's okay.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything. Heard folks say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
Well, my mama says I'm beautiful, and you're a nasty bitch, Jenny. Now when I play a game that takes out half my fucking stamina bar when I shoot a gun, I say that's okay. Sure, we invented guns specifically to be an effortless replacement to all that karate shit the samurai were doing, so that my fat ass could sit back here and go, hey, nice karate. Oh, really? It's Aikido? Doesn't matter. But you know what? Say it with me now. That's okay. That's okay. They gave Skyrim Concord's art direction, and that's okay. Who even likes whores with giant bazookas flying out of their scantily clad armor smacking you in the face, right? Why would I want to dodge dicks and chase down Catherine's giant sweater puppies in the name of Jesus Christ, amen? No, I want turquoise Gen Z fish people with that on-job, bussin' for real, permed out, simple jack haircut. Yeah, that's what I want. You know, all these people are making jokes about how fabulous Kingdom Come Guys is. Meanwhile, I can't even walk straight in Avowed. And I'm not even joking. 3 hours into the game, my save file got corrupted, which somehow removed my ability to walk left or go forward. I was left with the ability to moonwalk and shuffle right. My spell hotkeys also no longer work because the game secretly rebound them to my media play buttons. My attack was bound to my scroll wheel and my jump button was print fucking screen. But you know what that is? That's right. Fucking stupid, and that's okay. Now sure, did I pay $100 to get 5 days early access and then spend half that doing 360 no-scopes? Yeah. But they have more important things going on, like selling really shitty, exceedingly creepy chia pets while I taught you a slide for 10 hours. And that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I had to stick a straw into a bottle of Dramamine so I could sip that shit to stop the nausea while they're going...
Chia pet, the pottery that grows.
That's okay, right? Maybe my doctor said it wasn't okay, but what does he know? He got his degree post-ChatGPT. I showed up for a checkup the other day, and he gave me a colonoscopy. The weird thing is, he's my dentist. But that's okay. Let's just focus on the game. In exchange for being able to dodge in combat, we've lost almost all of our RPG mechanics. You don't even get punished for stealing anymore. There's no pesky systems like bounties or crimes. So you know what? If you see something, steal something. We're playing by California rules now. You can just walk into a joint, eat a man's bread, bang his wife, and he'll go to jail for it. Except, no, he actually won't, because no one does fucking anything in this game. I don't even think the guards patrol anymore. Like, look at this guy right here. I've never seen this guy stand up. I've never even seen him walk around. This guy is on a permanent lunch break. That must be Dahl right there. But I'm gonna tell you what everybody tells me. Don't go into this expecting an RPG or interactivity or any amount of depth. And perhaps some of us shouldn't even expect the ability to go left. You should expect a linear, hard right-leaning, story-driven action game. And so let's check back in on the action. Oh, that's right. Literally, I can only fucking go right. But it's okay. Listen, sometimes if I'm not enjoying a game, I'll go look at the positive reviews and try to see what they liked about it. You know, maybe I'm just playing it wrong. So let's go check out some of those now. First one, junk food RPG, shallow combat, two-dimensional upgrade system. Decisions don't fucking matter until the end of the game. Thumbs up. Next one, it's fine and I'll never play it again. 6 out of 10, thumbs up. All right, here's the very top review. Let's see what Nietzsche has to say. Gamers would have pooped their pants with joy, and this would have been Game of the Year for a generation if you released this game in 2011. If Avowed was released in 2011, gamers would shake this game's hand, give it a pat on the ass, and go, nice job, Avowed. Gamers would impregnate and support Avowed as it ran for Congress. When Avowed got drafted for the Korean War, gamers would say, I'll wait for you, Avowed, and I'll always love you. You come back home safe, alright? And when Avowed got mortally wounded in the last bayonet charge in military history, gamers would weep. They would weep manly tears. The president would posthumously award this game the Medal of Honor and set the nuclear launch codes on top of its grave. We would rename the Gulf of Cum the Gulf of Avowed. Peace would be brought to the Middle East because Avowed has explosive barrels. Fuck you, I say we go back to 2006. In Dark Messiah, I could kick and I could kill someone with a chandelier. Let's try to kick an Avowed? Okay. Let's kill someone with a chandelier? Let's try to walk right? There we go. Okay. Now let's try to walk left. You see, there's a problem right there. But let's not act like this shit's the second coming of JFK. Your opinion is bad, and you should feel bad. But that's okay. I didn't mean that. I got caught up in the moment there. I'm sorry. Obsidian, I have lost all faith in you, and I'm done being a fan. Thumbs up. 26.5 hours. Very nice. How about we change over to a negative review for a second, though? I need a palate cleanser after all that bullshit we just choked down. All right, here we go. The dialogue does not have any choices, and it's boring. Also, I was bored as shit in record time like no other game before. The combat is as shallow as a puddle. This guy's getting him. He's fucking tearing him down right now. The class 90% of people play is going to be a boring time because you barely get any abilities. God damn it. Obsidian's writing fell off of a cliff. Edit. 20 hours in and I'm questioning what it's all for. Life has lost its meaning. Food has lost its taste. I've converted to Buddhism to find some peace in this mortal coil. Stop it, they're already dead. At best, wait for a sale. Thumbs up, 30 hours. Yeah, I was fucking with you that whole time. That was a positive review. Do you see what this game is doing to people? Alright, we'll look at a real positive review now. This game is stunning! That's French-coded language. No way this guy... I knew it. Nah. Opinion discarded. Next, insert DX11 into launch options. No need to force a Proton version. Just use default. Is this? Yeah, this whole fucking review is just a Steam Deck guy. Holy shit! I need an actual, real negative review to wet my beak. I found one. Proof. I'm not trying to pull one over on you this time. Thumbs down. 17 hours. That's enough time to really get to hate this game. Let's see what this guy has to say. This game is good. You piece of shit! Well, son of a bitch! What do you think? I'm some kind of clown? Do I amuse you? You know? Are you doing this to me? I'm trying to turn over a new leaf here, and you're testing me with these words. We can walk forward now. We can finally go straight to Pirate Yakuza. Fuck this game. I'm out of here. Thanks to the flock of pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers for buying me a copy of Pirate Yakuza on every goddamn platform. Oh, see y'all very soon with some booty in hand.
Yep, sounds like one of those so-called dead and cheap MMOs on Steam. I don't even think it's an MMO, which is the reason why I think it's hysterical. But yeah, as you can see, they tried to take out the stereotyped women out of games with the big chests and the attractive features, tried to make them a little overweight, flat-chested, inclusive. And there's nothing wrong with being inclusive, but not at the cost of your audience. And guess what? Your audience wants to look at something attractive. It's the male gaze. The males only look at women as an object. Bitch, I look at the fictional character as an object because she is as an object. She's not real. They said the same thing about Stellar Blade because the female in it is attractive, and they said women don't look like that, even though the model was based on a real woman. It's a whole thing. It's a new fight that I've taken up over the last year. Ever since I heard people getting their knickers in a bunch over fucking attractive women in games, I cannot stand people like that. Like, they're the reason why game companies are failing. Alright, let's get to it. We're trying to be inclusive. We're trying to get that modern audience is what their goal is. To get the attention of modern audience. I got news for you. The modern audience doesn't exist. It's the same audience you've been peddling to since fucking the 90s. We want ripped guys and well-endowed women. I actually had a picture that I took the other day, and I said it's like it looks like a woman with lipstick or something, and she happened to be wearing a straw hat. And I said, what would happen if DEI got to One Piece? Because it looks like a female Luffy. It was just an old 1970s movie, but Jesus Christ, she looked like Luffy. I hear the arguments over games too. I personally don't care, except for one thing: that armor. They don't always have to do this now, but they sometimes put female armor on women soldiers, aka chainmail bikinis. Listen, there is a way to make attractive armor, but you also, and that's fine, you can have that opinion, but you shouldn't stifle game companies' decisions to make those armors. And that is what is happening, and that is what I have a problem with, is that the creativity of the individual who's making the game, or the company that's making the game, cannot make those decisions based on threats, based on dollars, and based on cancellations. It's all made up. Oh, and based on the promise of having more sales, which will never happen. The censorship in Japan, we're actually threatening Japan. The UN is threatening Japan that they're going to start levying like all kinds of trade bars against them for having certain content in their animes, and they want them to censor their culture. And that I have a gigantic fucking problem with. They want less sexualized content. They want more diversity. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. One credit card company, Visa, who sold... I agree, you don't censor culture. You don't censor art, period, under any circumstances. Zero circumstances is it okay to censor art. And that is what this is. That is what I have a major problem with. They tried to turn... By the way, Deadpool 2 is the greatest Marvel movie in the last 5 years. It's kind of like the jelly... See, the jelly-filled donuts thing wasn't even censorship. That was just a localization choice. That wasn't them trying to censor Japanese culture. That was them trying to localize it so that we would understand. See, their intentions there was different. Here, they're trying to change things so that we can accept it more. We'll be more open to things, which is a load of hog shit. I'll give you. So there was this company selling manga in Japan over the internet, and what was happening is that they were selling it through debit cards, and the debit card company, I think it was Visa, they said, they saw what kind of manga they were selling, and it wasn't anything super scandalous or anything like that. I think maybe some of it was, but I mean, I can't remember. All I know is that none of it was illegal. None of it. And it was mostly just normal manga that you can't get otherwise. Like, there was nowhere else to get it. And he was selling it, and the moment this debit card company saw what kind of content it was, they did not approve of that content, and so what they said was, we're not going to do business with you anymore. We're not going to let you make transactions through our card company anymore. So the company went belly up because they couldn't get money anymore because customers could no longer pay for their products. That is censorship, and I don't like that. We here in the West are pushing our values and our like what our limitations are on what is acceptable on them, and they're pushing back hard because Japan is very hardline about their culture. But I fear that they will eventually buckle to because the entire world is pushing them. It's not just us. The UN is pushing them. It's a major problem to me. That is a major. The reason why we got into anime is because it's different, because it's unique, because it doesn't color inside the lines. If you fucking try to change that, we're just gonna find something else. Fucking ruin it. Oh, we don't like your anime because a girl gets raped.
With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
Yeah, well, people get raped.
It's up to you. It's down. Let's finish it. I'll do it. Watch out for fire. Now. It'll work. Lend me your power. Not yet. Give it to me, Arashi. Got it. Check. Kasane, go! Help me, Kagura.
Time for stealth. All right, looks like it lost us.
It's over. That was a great attack. Anything is useful. It's working. Focus on that spot.
I agree. He used to be, oh, you covered her up with cleavage with his character when she wasn't wearing that. Or just rip out a few scenes that weren't appropriate. That hurts anime itself. Now it's worse. It is worse. You're right. It has gotten worse. They actually have, and it's not just anime. Sony has taken it upon themselves to force game companies who are releasing content on their platforms to censor content on their games to make it more palatable to the West. They and Xbox are participating in DEI measures. I don't think Nintendo is, but they are instituting their own standards of censorship. If you saw the new Dragon Quest remake games, they took any reference to the cross out. They took references to gender out, so you're not choosing between boy and girl. You're choosing between body type 1 and body type 2. It's a bunch of stupidity. You're just turning people off. No one's going to buy your shit. The moment you give in is the moment people stop buying. They were Stellar Blade is, I don't know if you know this game, but it's a game where you play as a super attractive, well endowed, a Korean woman. It's from the body type 1 and 2 stuff. Yeah. Like, there is nothing wrong with being trans, but come on, don't change the game to be more palatable. It's so stupid. Yes, it's the sexy android one. Yes. Very nice game, very good game, and they're a Sony held company, and they work out of Korea, and it was like one of their very first games, and they stood on day 1 and said, we are not, all regions are going to get the exact same game. Nobody is going to have a censored version of the game unless it's illegal in that territory. We will only work with what the laws say. And what did they do on day 1? They released a game that was different than the preview. There was a couple of outfits that showed low cleavage, and they censored it with a little piece of cloth. And immediately people started raging. It wasn't that it was censored or that tiny amount of censorship. It was that this was supposed to be our moment to stand up and say no to censorship and to show our support for anti-censorship. And they just threw it in our faces. So when we screamed about it, the developer fucking had to take it on the ass. They had to say, oh yeah, you're right, I'm sorry, it's not censored, we swear, that's just the product we wanted to release. And really, we knew, we could read the room, that Sony was the one who told them to do that. We know for a fact that that's what Sony said. It's just impossible to think that they would release the outfits altered like that. So after like 6 months of, I assume, working with Sony and trying to get them to cut them an okay, they eventually released a new patch of the game where we got those outfits in their original unaltered form. And ever since then, I've been very weary about censorship. Sony has made like a Hyperdimension Neptunia game. They said they could not release the game in the form it was. They had to censor cleavage and things like that. Nintendo got the uncensored version because they don't give a shit. But Nintendo's too busy censoring insults about Fat Bowser in their game. Yeah, Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door on the Switch, they won't call Bowser a fatso because that's considered insensitive. But Nintendo's the least of my worries, because at least they're only censoring their own games. They're censoring their own games. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to censor your own game, that's fine. But don't fucking shoehorn your DEI bullshit into your game to try to get a better audience. That is a death sentence. But when Sony tries to censor their third-party developers' Stellar Blade game, that's when I get pissed. Right. That's when I get angry, is when other companies are forced to kowtow to somebody else's whims. Square Enix is doing the same thing. Fucking Ubisoft hired Sweet Baby Inc., the very company who said scare your HR department. And what did they do? They made an Assassin's Creed game starring a samurai who's black from the Edo period, based on a real person who existed back then, and they fought tooth and nail to try to convince us for months that he was a real samurai, even though every single shred of evidence we had proved that he wasn't. And then when we proved he wasn't, they started backpedaling, saying, "Well, it's not meant to be a real account of events. It's fictionalized." Yeah, bullshit. We know the guy that you consulted with was a guy who's been peddling these conspiracy theories for years. Oh, and they also disrespect the samurai because when he walks through the towns and stuff, people are scared of him, even though samurais were always respected and never ever people in regular townspeople were never fearful of samurais. Oh, and they play hip-hop music when he fights. It was their attempt at making... By the way, when this game comes out, Ubisoft is going to go up in smoke. Everyone knows it. The freaking pre-orders are tanking. This game has been delayed like 6 times, and we know for a fact no one's going to be interested in playing it. It's an insult to the Japanese culture because Japan waited for an Assassin's Creed game to take place in Japan, and what did they do? Well, not a Japanese samurai, no, a black samurai who never existed. And Japan is looking at this game like, what the fuck are you smoking? They were very insulted, and they actually launched an investigation against it and everything. And also they had like a video game convention where they showed off their new game they're working on, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and nobody was at their booth. It was fucking barren. They were using their bleachers not to watch the video that they had put up, but to watch another booth from across the aisle. Yeah. No. I am not anti-inclusion, but I am anti-DEI. Not the idea behind DEI, but what DEI has done to media. And I hate to use that term because I don't want to look at the racist, misogynist, but really the DEI stuff has done more damage than good. A lot more damage than good. Yeah, it's forcing on us. That's what's really doing. It may not seem like it's forcing, but it really is. I don't want to look like that guy. I'm not the guy on Twitter saying fuck black people or anything like that, but when you force black people into my fucking media, I'm gonna be angry. Especially if it's at the expense of the overall product. There are plenty of media out there. Like, so here's another thing. Let me give you another example. You see that new Sonic 3 movie? It did really well, and it was fairly well made. They really listened to the fans, and they tried to make the movie into something the fans would really enjoy. Mufasa came out the same weekend, and Disney would not stop screaming about how good they did, and that they're the #1 movie in the world. They lied. They got community noted on Twitter saying that Mufasa is not the #1 movie in the world. Sonic 3 has lapped it multiple times. And they keep getting corrected over and over and over again. And they keep saying, Mufasa's the #1 movie. Oh, it's so good. So good. Is it? No, it's not. No. And so Disney's pissed off that Mufasa's not doing well. And so when the Emmys start, or the Oscars, or whatever the fuck, I think it's the Emmys, Sonic 3 was banned from nomination because they didn't meet DEI required benchmarks to be able to be nominated. But, Mufasa gets in, though. Mufasa got to be nominated for the Emmys. But Sonic is not even allowed in. Because you'd get your ass beat if it did. See, this is what happens when you focus on trying to please the fans. Same thing with Deadpool 3. They tried to actually put a female Wolverine into fucking Deadpool 3. And they were pissed off that Ryan Reynolds wouldn't allow it into the movie because they thought it was out of left field and made no sense. And they cut it for time. So here's the crazy thing. Sonic 3 does not meet DEI benchmarks, which the benchmark means more than half. I believe I can't remember for sure. So I believe, and I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure the benchmark was more than half of your cast needs to be held, main cast needs to be represented by underrepresented marginalized groups. So it has to be black, gay, trans, or female. More than half. Knuckles is done by a black man, and the main female character is black. But that's not enough. No, that's not enough. We're pretty sure Disney's behind it. And by the way, those rules I think just got instituted this year too. I think those are brand new.
Yup.
I'm off. Using the sheet end. Please, Truco. Aim for that spot.
What the fuck? Oh man.
Hey!
I didn't realize how low I was in health.
Run, youngster! With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful. Focus on it!
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful. Help me, Kagura. Got it. It's over. No problem. I'm taking this.
Nice. The enemy doesn't see us.
Useless. Check. Someone's covered in oil. You can burn easily, so watch out for fire attacks. It's up to you. Aim for that spot. I'll do it. It's over.
Ooh, nice job.
Give it to me, Arashi.
Time for stealth.
According to my data, the projectile shot by that other caused temporary confusion. Run, youngster! It's down. Let's finish it.
I'll support you.
It's up to you. The enemy is stunned. Now's the time. Checkmate.
That was good. Not quite as good as me, though.
It'll work. Keep your guard up.
director said that he had a bunch of material to work with to make more Sonic movies, and I hope to keep making them. I saw all 3 in theaters. Yeah, I think it was an okay movie. I thought it was pretty decent. It's an okay movie.
I'm rooting for you.
You can keep trying to find that modern audience all at once. It doesn't exist.
It's over.
You know, that's what they did with The Little Mermaid. I actually was originally against the anti-DEI people. I was originally against them because it seemed like they were raging over nothing. But that Little Mermaid movie where they cast a black woman as Ariel, I was kind of on the fence about it because, like, mermaids, pretty sure were originally portrayed as black, so maybe they were trying to go a different direction, but no. It was pretty much the same stupid movie. They just put a black person in its position for no reason, with red hair. It's like, it seems out of place now. But then they did it again. And they did it again, 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 and again, and again. And eventually I start going, they're not doing this to take things in a new direction. There's a pattern here.
Kasane, go!
Help me, Kagura.
Time for stealth.
It has a weak point on its back. Kasane, use SAS to get behind it. I'm off.
Show me what you got.
It's working. Focus on that spot. Enemy is done. That was close.
Shit. Didn't pay close enough attention. Personally didn't care. Well, I see it they revived it.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble. About done.
I'm rooting for you.
Okay, the enemy has lost us. I can do this. You're gonna stop me?
Are you fucking serious? God, it's getting ridiculous.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
You can borrow this.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
Oh my god, are you gonna kill me again?
That's gonna
I need more healing items.
That seems to be the spot. Lend me your power. Leave it to me. Kasane, the enemy is stunned and can't move.
time for stealth.
I fucking said stealth.
I'm rooting for you.
It's over. Nice. Keep that up so I can rest more. There's a weakened member.
Ouch. Not bad. That was close.
Aim for that spot. The laser trap. Good grief. Looks like I'll have to speed through it.
Really, I personally didn't care for, but I see your point. Now, my older cousin who hates having things shoved in his face was extremely upset about it. He takes things to an entirely new level, though, and I just want to say, bro, shut up. It was a kid's movie anyway, so I didn't give a crap about it. The thing I was upset about was a Snow White movie being... Oh my god, the Snow White movie was not canceled. Oh my god. It was not canceled, but you're gonna wish it was. Because guess what? They DI'd the ever-loving fuck out of that movie. Let me tell you something. So originally, I don't know what they ended up doing in this movie, but some of their plans still ended up seeping through. But originally, they were not even going to use dwarves. They weren't even going to... First, they weren't going to use white people as the dwarves. But then they weren't even going to use dwarves at all. They were going to use trans, black, and female dwarves or whatever. And we saw what they looked like. There were behind-the-scenes photos of them. And they looked like the goofiest, nonsensical, fucking mismatched bunch you have ever goddamn seen in your fucking life. And everyone took to Twitter and started laughing their collective asses off at Disney for making such a fucking transparent, empty gesture towards marginalized groups. And so the actress who's playing Snow White took to Twitter and started calling us all haters and grifters and shit like that. You know, the usual stuff, calling us racists. And we just pushed back just as hard. Eventually Disney buckled and they changed it back to dwarves, and these were going to be CGI dwarves. And they did end up being CGI dwarves, and I saw what they looked like. Holy fuck, they look horrendous. They were going to have, there's no love story. Oh my god, I didn't hear the part about the dwarves. The actress was hated. I heard the actress was hated for something. She's hated because she doesn't understand why we hate her. They're a little bit upset that she herself is not really a white Snow White, but that's really the least of the problem. That's not really the real issue, because she's close enough. The real issue is she's not pretty. If you can believe it. She's not pretty at all. In fact, the witch is prettier than she is. The witch is actually a highly respected actress with a legendary fucking resume. And she is fucking gorgeous. And so when they say mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all, they'd be like, do you want the truth? Or do you want me to go by the script? Oh my god. Bro. There are these fucking videos making fun of the Disney. They just dropped the trailer not long ago about the new Disney trailer, and this is already set to be the biggest fucking Disney flop that they have ever goddamn seen. Nobody's gonna see this movie. In fact, most of the people who are gonna be talking about it are gonna be shitting on it the entire time. I gotta show you something. I'm gonna see if I can find it. By the way, the actress playing Snow White looks like Lord Farquaad from fucking Shrek. You gotta see this shit. Oh my god, this is so fucking funny. the Disney the trailer for the Snow White movie on the Disney YouTube channel is filled with people roasting the movie. Okay, here we go. I think this is it.
Nobody's going to pirate.
Yep. Okay, here we go. I thought The Lion King was bad. My friends and I drove out of the drive-thrus roasting that movie, and I was upset. It really sucked. Okay, here we go. Ready for this shit? This is just a guy in a high-pitched voice just reading the fucking comments.
They finally did it. They made a movie nobody's going to pirate. You mean you're not even going to watch it for free? Wow, Disney, you are truly incredible. It took you 3 years, multiple rewrites, unnecessary CGI, and $209 million just for me to enjoy a comment section of a movie I will never watch. Bless you! Why is Lord Farquaad playing Snow White? Hold on, why's she doing like that? Rachel Zegler. Snow White is not going to be saved by the prince. The prince. Good, because I'm here for your stepmother. Disney. We are a diverse and inclusive company. Also Disney. We don't hire doors. Right, we have real live doors. Why are we settling for this computer-generated nonsense? The public are 50-50 on this. 50% rooting for the evil queen, 50% rooting for the poison apple. Either way, Snow White's getting taken out. Disney, coming to a theater near you. Me, is that a threat? This trailer saved my dad. He has been in a coma for 8 months, and when I played this trailer, he woke up and got out of bed to turn it off. Thank you, Disney. At this point, the monetization of this video is going to earn Disney more revenue than the movie itself will. At this point, the comment section is the real magic mirror. I got a feeling that this movie gonna have more comments on YouTube than tickets sold. How crazy would that be? I want the queen to win in this version. Y'all are savage. The names of the 7 dwarves are pixelated, blurry, glitchy, badly rendered, fakey, unpolished, and unconvincing. Wait, what are the actual names? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the bravest of them all?
Disney for not locking the comment section.
I'm so glad they didn't. The hatred of this movie will reunite the world. It's a Christmas miracle. They really should have left Snow White in 1937. This trailer makes me want to sit on the TV and look at my cat. Is it really that bad? Gal Gay Dot. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all? Mary.
You are, Your Majesty.
Cut the credits. How funny would that be? Disney should pay me for watching this trailer. Snow White. I'm not going to be saved by the prince. Prince, you are not worth saving. Disney started with Snow White and apparently is ending with Snow White.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's the first movie they made?
Kind of, in a way.
Disney, relive the classic story. Also Disney, changes the classic story.
Oh my god.
Right, and I might have to spin the block on the Little Mermaid, too. She doesn't need the poison apple. She's toxic enough by herself. Disney invites you, and I must politely decline. My Wi-Fi tried to disconnect itself to save me from watching it. No, that's cold. Rachel Zegler. I don't need your business. Everyone, your terms are acceptable. Wait, Wait, did she really say this?
She probably did.
Wait, which one is supposed to be the evil queen? Right, because they both look bad to me. I paid nothing to watch this trailer, but I already want my money back. The dwarves look like they came from Chernobyl. I'm confused why they couldn't use actual dwarves like they aren't naturally occurring in nature. Rachel Zegler, may you never know peace. Former Disney fans, may you never know profit. It's the former that's killing me. You created a movie where the protagonist is disliked more than the antagonist. Well done. Walt did not die for this. He rolling over in his tomb. Snow Brown, where have you been, my love? The prince, your stepmom. Nah, cause Snow Brown is diabolical. Snow White, hello, anybody here? Projector operator, just me. Theater's gonna be empty.
Coming to a theater near you.
Prince, I shall awaken her with a kiss. Doors, Queen, Kingdom, Theater audience, General Public. No! We thankfully have the technology nowadays to make the animation look worse than the original from 1930. Rachel Zegler looks like a medieval squire boy.
She does.
My goodness. Just rename it Snow Freedom Fighter in the 7th Step Army. I watched the trailer and I'm still confused on what's going on. How do I dislike this twice? The rotation of the Earth has increased by 7% just by virtue of Walt rolling over in his grave so hard. Walt didn't deserve this. Gal Gadot being jealous of Rachel Zegler's looks and complexion is like living in a mansion and envying the homeless. This casting is horrendous. Evil Queen.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Mirror.
Obviously, you are.
The end. If you close your eyes and turn off the sound, this really does have potential. At this point, just make Gal Gadot Snow White and Zegler the Witch.
Right?
Y'all are ruthless. In her most challenging acting role to date, Gal Gadot has to pretend to be jealous of Rachel Zegler's looks. The CGI in this makes Polar Express look like Interstellar. This is the first time I fell in love with a villain in a movie. Guys, stop comparing Lord Farquaad to Snow White. He doesn't deserve that. Alright, I gotta chill. If I saw this movie on a plane, I would still
Let me show you what the original dwarves looked like. Ready for this? This was them. These were normal-sized people, by the way. Want you to take a good, long, hard look at this. These were originally going to be the dwarves. Yeah. Look at what DEI's done. Or almost did. That would ruin it probably worse than it's going to do. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're gonna try to do the thing where, like, the princess doesn't need a man to save her, that kind of thing. They just should stop making live-action versions of their movies. Like, just make a whole new movie. You're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. If you make the movie too different from the original, people are gonna be pissed. If you make the movie too similar, then what's the point of making it? So, just make a new movie. Stop fucking trying to mine gold from old shit.
I'm off.
The only good live-action movie was... No. None of them deserve to exist. None of them are good. The Mulan one is outright insulting. I can't remember why, but there was there was some serious backlash on the Mulan movie. Come on, man. Beauty and the Beast is the only one I can vouch for.
Give it to me, Arashi.
No, none of them should have existed in the first place. It was fun as like a one-time experiment, but now it's their entire fucking catalog of movies. And then Disney tried to do like a thing. The Lion King was pure trash. It was one of my favorite Disney movies. So, Disney did recently make a couple of non-DEI movies. Technically, they did. Because I think that there's some inner strife within the company where some people are pushing for artistic creativity and freedom, whereas a bunch of others are pushing for DEI initiatives. And obviously there was the Ryan Reynolds thing where they tried to make Deadpool 3 inclusive, and Ryan said, "Go fuck yourself," and it ended up making them more money than any movie in like the last 10 years. It made like over $1 billion. And then they came out with Inside Out 2. And from what we were told is that Bob Eisner or somebody high up in Disney kept telling the directors he was seeing the work in progress as they were making the movie, for good measure. Every once in a while he'd send out a note to say, make the movie seem less gay. Just so they couldn't be accused of being inclusive. Because once you start doing this kind of shit, now we start looking at all the actual inclusive shit with a fucking like a super skeptical eye. And now we start accusing you. It's going to be hard to not accuse you of shoehorning in shit when you're actually not doing it anymore. You're now the boy who cried wolf. You're now the person who, you were that guy who did it so much that now you're going to be under extreme levels of scrutiny every time we see something that's a little off. And that's not fair to those marginalized groups. Now we're mad at them, or some people are.
Too slow. I'm off.
Oh. Alright then.
Help me,
It's a laser trap. Good grief. Looks like I'll have to speed through
What I
it.
just did, and it didn't let me.
More power. Next. Run, youngster.
Alright then.
Give it to me, Arashi. Anything is useful. I'm off.
Let's get serious. I'm rooting for you.
Nice. The enemy doesn't see us.
I'll do it. Check.
That seems to be the spot.
Yeah, how the fuck do I get out of here? Oh, right, it's behind me. Coming to a theater near you. Is that a threat? Disney proudly invites you, and I must politely decline. Here's the thing that didn't sit well with me about Beauty and the Beast. The village set with flowers that Belle was sitting and singing in looked awfully fake for $1 million project. Yeah. These movie companies are really starting to cheap out. You really should, as a rule of thumb, you really shouldn't ever try to recreate a cartoon in live action. You just shouldn't. It doesn't translate well. Cartoons are cartoons for a reason, that they can express things in ways that real life can't. The exaggeration of movement and expression is just so paramount to the animated medium, just as that there are things in live action that animation just can't do. Live action can express detail and facial expressions in ways that don't quite look right or don't express enough in animated form. And that's why, for the most part, you really shouldn't make live action versions of cartoons and stuff. It just doesn't work. Like, there's very few cases where it does. I'm gonna get some defense items. I need some plugins. Cause I die really easily. Hopefully that's enough. They could have done something outside and CGI'd something in the background to cover up existing buildings or whatever, but no. They made a $1 million company. They, a $1 million company, went to the stage production route, but hell, they had enough money for all the flowers. Yeah. Movie making, the movie industry isn't quite as glamorous as you might think. You know, we already had this discussion a couple weeks ago about the Wizard of Oz and how that shit was a shit show. No, they do not.
I'm taking this. We did it! It lost us! I'll do it! It's working! Focus on that spot! With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful. Got it! It's over. That was a nice move. Oh, it's hard to run with my feet stick.
Useless. Check.
Nice job.
Time for stealth.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Kasane, go!
Oh, and Sony is so into this DEI thing. So, they made a game called Ghost of Tsushima a few years ago for the PlayStation 4. Amazing game. I just beat it myself. I fucking love this game. It is like Assassin's Creed if Assassin's Creed was new and fresh and interesting and original and beautiful and just played well and was fun. And let me tell you something. They're making a sequel, and people are a little, just a tiny bit skeptical. Again, we're really looking closely at this because we're suspecting there's some DEI thing going on. It's called Ghost of Tsushima 2. It takes place many, many years after, and it's a female samurai. Now, not that there weren't female samurai in the first game, but the reason why the people are suspicious and grilling this is because the person who's playing the role as this female samurai is a known, like, feminist, the feminist type who goes on Twitter and calls everyone grifters, and she has done some pretty fucking horrendous things. And so people are, like, trying to keep an open mind, but also, fuck you, Sony. But there's going to be a lot of scrutiny. Yeah. I think she said something along the lines, I could be wrong, but she could have said something along the lines of, like, people who don't agree with me are Hitler, or something like that. You know, one of those knee-jerk type people.
It's up to you.
I'll support you.
For you, Kasane.
It's always facing us. Maybe to protect its back. Let's get behind it then.
Aim for that spot. Kasane, the enemy is stunned and can't move. Help me, Kagura. I'm off. Use it well.
Too slow.
Not yet. I'm taking this.
Not bad.
Time to fight back.
Are you fucking...
Kasane, you gotta get up.
Okay. Starting to piss me off a little bit. Kasane does not play well. I gotta figure out her strat. Maybe I'm just not getting it. I felt a little more free with Yuito's combo chain, but hers seems to be very specific. Why'd you want to know about the draft? I was just going to look into it, that's all.
I'm off.
Son of a bitch.
This gate is linked to the camera. The gate will shut if the camera spots you.
Fine then. Looks like I'll have to make sure it doesn't spot me.
I'm rooting for you.
Well, that would work. But you could also run through it so fast it can't register you. It's working. Focus on that spot. It has a weak point on its back. Kasane, use SAS to get behind it. Enemy is stunned.
Hey, snap out of it.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Use it well. Here. I feel better now.
Time for stealth.
Okay, the enemy has lost us. Aim for that spot.
Using the Sheetan. Time to fight back.
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time.
Here,
I feel better now.
I'm taking this. We can't give up. I'm off. Leave it to me.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
So, my game collection has gotten really big over the last year. I gotta tell
It's over.
I feel like my procrastination level increased.
So, I'm almost out of room for PS4 games. I actually reorganized all of that back there, and I gave myself quite a bit of extra room for games, and now it's almost completely out now. Like, all my shelves are basically full now. And the PS4 games are almost out of room again. So what I'm probably going to do is double layer it from the back. When did this start? Oh, I gotta go to bed, honey. I'm tired. Sit around. Have a seat. So what I'm going to do is double layer the shelves. I'm gonna put risers in. You know what risers are? People usually use them on mangas. So like, you see like usually you see the spine end of like a DVD like this, or like a manga. And what people do is they take advantage of the extra depth on their shelf by putting another DVD behind it, but they prop it up so you can see part of the spine behind it, so you have two layers and you can see both layers. I'm probably going to do that with my games, but I probably wait a little bit longer until it actually becomes a real problem, because these risers are not cheap. You have to buy them like by the group. So it'd be really cool though, because my Switch games are running out of room too. I also bought a custom-made drawer set for my N64 games. That's already kind of might be going out the door. I might have to come up with a new solution for that too.
I'm rooting for you.
According to my data, the projectiles shot by that other caused temporary confusion. With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
Need an assist?
If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Damn it! Are you fucking serious?
Hey! Kasane, come back!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add defense. This health is not working. Maybe defense will be better. I just need the game to be a little bit more forgiving. I don't have like any defense. Here, now I have more defense than anyone on my fucking team.
Time for stealth.
Alright, it looks like it lost us.
It has a weak point on its back. Kasane, use SAS to get behind it. Enemy is stunned. Help me, Kagura. Aim to that spot.
Not bad.
I'm the better now.
I'm gonna fight back. We can't give up. Here.
I'm not allowed to fucking heal at all. Fuck this.
I can do this. Useless. Check.
Track you down and kill you. The trash needs to be taken out.
I'm rooting for you.
With that oil,
Time for stealth.
it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
I'll do it.
Go, Kasane!
It's up to you.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
It's over.
Do it. According to my data, the projectiles shot by that other caused temporary confusion.
I won't stop. Lend me your power.
Show me what you got.
The enemy is stunned. Now's the time.
I'm taking this.
Help me, Kagura. I'm taking this. Help me, Kagura. I'm taking this.
I'm rooting for you.
Is that it right there?
What's going on? We're all getting a forced transmission.
This is a video of Chief Sumeragi.
We were sent to Earth, our motherland, in order to reduce the human population on the moon. Not only that, they created the extinction belt and sealed the colonists on Earth. After much hardship, Yakumo Sumeragi created New Himuka and came to a decision that someday we would destroy the extinction belt and attack the moon. We inherited Yakumo Sumeragi's will, and we must exact our revenge on the moon. Revenge? That's what Yakumo wanted? Yes. It is our destiny to fulfill the Founding Father's wishes. It is that very reason New Himuka exists. Even if it's just a normal person's brain, with thousands, tens of thousands connected together, your brain functions will expand exponentially. By connecting so many psionics, New Himuka's military strength will increase rapidly.
Connecting civilians to SAS? Ridiculous! Only psionics can endure that kind of pain.
Whether or not they can endure it is of no importance. The only thing we need are their brains. Actually, it would be best to eliminate their pesky personalities, and personality rehabilitation technology makes that easy.
Stop it! People aren't a means to an end, and neither am I!
Yakumo Sumeragi is alive! He is asleep, deep beneath Suo. Even now, He's waiting for his revenge.
Oh, it looks like Yuito came through. This was our plan, to send out this video to every citizen.
Yakumo Sumeragi's wish? He wasn't the kind of man to seek vengeance at the expense of the people. That's a disingenuous interpretation.
So Seiron wants to keep the extinction belt, because if it disappeared, it would mean war with the moon.
This could be bad. People are just going to panic now that they know.
Guys, don't let the video distract you. I'm getting other readings close by.
How did they get so close to us? Get ready, everyone.
Help me, Kagura. We did it! It lost us!
Whoa, I didn't see it coming because of the forced broadcast.
Haruka saved us. Let's clean this up. For you, Kasane.
Run, youngster!
Leave it to me. That seems to be the spot. The liquid in that tank on its back. It looks a lot like water. Water attacks are pretty annoying. Is there anything we can do?
That was close.
Now, Kasane, drop the tarp.
You got it.
Okay, that was perfect, Kasane. The forced broadcast made Yuito a successful. It's no wonder about Kario. I hope Yuito platoon got away from him safely. It's working! Focus on that spot!
Ready to go?
Go, Kasane!
I'm off. I'm taking this. Beat it. Leave it to me.
That seems to be the spot. The trash needs to be taken out! I'll track you down and kill you! The trash needs to be taken out! Die, die, die! There's nothing you can do! Give up! It's working! Focus on that spot!
That's gonna leave a mark. Mine! My turn!
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
Let's make this close.
Wake up.
What?
That seems to be the spot.
I'm not done yet.
It's hard to move when they're wet.
Close. Cold. So annoying.
Oh good. Someone's down.
Too slow. I'm not done yet. Damn.
Where there's light, there's hope.
Not bad.
That was close.
Go, Kasane!
Here! You have a taste!
What? You know what you could do? Eat some carrots. Vitamin A creates fluid for your eyes. Didn't you ever hear carrots are good for your eyes? That's the reason. It helps, yeah. Vitamin A is necessary to produce an eye fluid. Sure. It doesn't actually help your vision, it just helps you lubricate. Because your vision is permanent. Whatever condition your vision is in, it will never be better than it is now. Not without surgery. Because the human eye is designed like a fucking train wreck. Don't remind me. Like a fucking train wreck. We have some of the worst eyes in all of existence. You compare us to most other species on this planet, and we are a fucking train wreck. The way our eyes work are fucking ass backwards. It's like if our eyes are designed in the equivalent way of saying, hey, what if we screwed in a light bulb the fragile end first? That's basically how our eyes are designed. It's like, yeah, about 30% of the time the bulb is gonna break.
Be careful. Our signal.
Haruka? It seems like there's some signal interference.
What about
An
me?
earthquake?
Oh, I got 20/20 vision.
This far down?
For now.
Yuito! Are you okay? That was Hanabi. Let's hurry. Say something,
Oh, this is where he passes
Yuito.
out.
Hanabi! What happened? Where's Karin?
He copied his power.
Kasane! He attacked and captured everyone, but then Yuito started screaming in pain.
We were all hacked by Arahabaki. I think something must have happened to Yuito when we were dealing with that.
Afterwards, Karin activated some power and disappeared. Kasane, do you have any idea about that?
What are we going to do?
He used the red strings. I don't know what Major General Karin did, but it's clear that it had some adverse effect on Yuito's brain.
But his brain is already...
He's exhibited signs of speech and memory impairment before, but never to this extent.
He went to the hospital, but they said it was only exhaustion.
Wait!
Yuito, we're right here.
No! He can't hear us.
Then we'll brain talk directly to his mind. Yuito! What is this? I can't get connected. Is there something wrong with the system?
I don't think so. The brain talk system allows thought communication after both parties recognize and grant each other access. I can't be certain, but Yuito's consciousness may be starting to disappear.
So this could lead to severe memory loss?
As much as I hate to say it, Yuito might lose all his memories.
Then what'll happen to Yuito?
It could be said that memories make up the person. If they're all lost, it would be like that person just disappeared.
No, that can't happen.
Then we'll just have to re-establish the connections.
Reestablish? What do you mean?
We can digitize our memories and send them into Yuito. It should be possible with the SAS.
That's crazy! There's no way that'll work!
No, actually it might. Personality rehabilitation research has proposed a theory for transplanting memories.
Okay. Tell me everything you know. I'll program whatever we need.
Wait, you're going to do that right now?
Of course. Who do you think I am? Although I can't say it won't be without difficulties.
I'll do what I can if it means saving Yuito. We'll get over any difficulties.
No hesitation, not even for a second. That's what I like to see. Very nice.
His brain might die if we don't do something. We can't lose Yuito, especially if we ever plan on taking care of the red strings in the Kunad Gate.
Hanabi, don't stop talking to him until we're ready. External stimulation will be able to delay memory loss to a certain extent.
Okay. Yuito! Hey, Yuito!
Okay, the program's ready. This should work. Luca, I hope you're right.
Already? Man, you're fast when you actually try.
Wait, let me take a look at the program too. Dr. Pope's memory should help.
Well, isn't that convenient? Okay? I'd be honored to have my work checked by a great pioneer.
This isn't enough. A memory is first formed when information is memorized, retained, and then recalled.
Of course, how could I forget? I see, so that's how it works. Impressive, Dr. Pope.
We don't know Yuito's brain framework. We need to choose the right memory region to input new information, or...
Whoa. I gotta say, I didn't imagine this would actually come in handy. It's not exactly detailed, but here's a scan of Yuito's brain.
What? Why do you have something like that?
You guys were connected to that data terminal in Togetsu, right? They were secretly recording your information then.
So that's what that terminal was intended to do.
Don't worry. I realized what they were doing and deleted the data. I mean, I did keep a copy for myself.
And again, you didn't tell us. Well, thank you. Now we'll be able to set the correct memory region.
I used my clairvoyance to check. These designated coordinates match with the abnormal region.
If that's what Tsugumi saw, it must be right. Now we just have to run it.
Stay still!
Damn it! I'm no anesthesiologist, but it got the job done. This should make it easier.
Drastic times call for drastic measures. Gemma, could you use your power to secure Yuito in place?
I see. To connect the SAS cable. Will this do?
Perfect. Okay, everyone. I'm connecting the SAS cable.
I'll run the program when it's connected. You guys just start thinking about memories you have of Yuito.
All right.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Yuito. 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 Yuito.
What's that? No, I need to stay focused.
Yuito. Yuito.
Yuito! Yuito!
Yuito.
What is this?
What's going on?
It looks like the memories we sent Yuito are reacting to his vanishing memories.
And that's what's subconsciously triggering his power?
So what does that even mean? It means we most likely succeeded.
We did it.
But he's not waking up.
That's because Shiden knocked him out. Go on and wake him up. Okay, I'm getting him up.
What's wrong? Why aren't you waking up?
Shiden, did you make a mistake?
Impossible! I'm an expert on electricity. I wouldn't make a mistake.
But Yuito's body, it's getting colder by the second.
Is he losing body heat? If it keeps up, he'll go into hypothermic shock. No. You're not dying today.
Hanabi, wait. What are you doing? Are you increasing your own body temperature with your power?
That's a lot of sweat.
Stop! Forcing your temperature up like that, your body won't be able to withstand it.
It's okay. I can handle it. Compared to the pain and suffering he's been through, this is nothing. Come on, Yuito. Please come back. Yuito! Hey, Yuito! No! Please, Yuito! Wake up!
Hanabi?
Yuito. Welcome back.
Kasane? And everyone. Why are you here?
Yuito! You're alive! You're alive!
Hey, Hanabi! Calm down! What's going on? Honestly, I'm fine.
Are you okay? Do you have a headache or feel nauseous?
I think I'm fine. What happened?
Do you remember being attacked by my brother?
Yeah. Then Arahabaki invaded my mind, and I was forced to use my power. What happened after that? So, I could have lost everything. Which means the memories I have now are the connections you made for me. Thanks.
Your head really doesn't hurt? Is there anything you can't remember?
I have my memories, and my body feels fine.
If you have your memories, does that mean you have old memories as well? Even memories from before meeting us?
What? Yeah, I do. Although, it's kind of strange that I'd have old memories if they all had to come from you guys.
So, does that mean we were able to restore the memories beyond our own? Or is it simply luck that they weren't erased?
Wait. When we all connected through the SAS, it felt like there was a transmission from an external server. Were you storing your past memories on one?
No. Why would I do that? What do you even mean?
I see. Then what was that? I have a feeling it was something to do with Yuito's restored old memories.
It doesn't make sense that he has all his old memories back if all we did was give him ours.
There is a lot to think about, but I believe it's time we leave. It's dangerous to stay here.
You're right. Can you move, Yuito?
Yeah, I'm okay. Kasane, you're all coming too?
Yes. We have no business with our Habaki. I'm glad you're okay. Now let's get out of here.
Finally. Keep you two over there.
Kasane, a lot happened, but I'm glad we're all on the same team.
We're a team on the run from our former allies. But I think I feel the same. We keep meeting, Hanabi. I'm glad we can work together.
Thanks. I'm glad too.
Guess I gotta go for it.
But why do you like me so much?
Why? Because you're dependable. I hope we can keep doing this.
Beluska do, we can too.
A mandatory curfew is in effect. All citizens, please remain in your homes. Do not be deceived by unverified information.
Unverified information, my ass! You can't trick us anymore!
Everyone, please calm down. Do not leave your domiciles without permission.
The government was tricking us! Who's going to believe you now?
There's more confusion than I thought.
People were already on edge after Seiron's rebellion. Their reaction is completely warranted after being shown a video like that.
I'm assuming you all saw the video as well?
Yeah, we did. A lot of it was information we learned in Togetsu, but it carried more weight coming from the chief.
We used Arahabaki knowing this would happen. I don't regret anything I've done. But to live with what we did, we need to change New Himuka.
Someone is coming.
An enemy?
What? I don't believe it.
Good. Finally. I've been looking for you.
Major General Fubuki!
I've been worried about you. We haven't seen each other since the old OSF hospital.
Karin saved me at the last second. Next thing I noticed, Seiron had taken me in.
Seiron? I'm glad you're alive, but it looks like you're hurt. Are you okay?
Nothing to worry about. More importantly, there's something I need to tell Yuito.
Me?
Togetsu has sent people after you. We managed to drive them off because we noticed their movements early enough. But there could be more next time. I want you to be careful.
Wait, the whole Togetsu detachment? You took them out by yourself?
I just talked. It was the Seiron forces that did the actual fighting.
You got Seiron to take action? You act like that's not even a big deal. Just how in the world did you manage to even do that?
I was afraid they'd not only be after Kasane, but Yuito as well.
Anyway, we're finally together again. I'm sure we all have a lot to discuss, so why don't we go back to the hideout?
Are you even in any condition to walk? You look pretty haggard.
Perhaps I'm a little sleep deprived, but rest is not exactly an option right now. We should get somewhere safe. And...
Major General!
Are you okay? Don't cause a scene or you'll gather attention.
We should all go back to my hideout to give Major General Fubuki some much-needed rest.
You want to make yourself useful?
Thanks for having us.
Give me a nice coffee. Sure. Yee. Gross.
Wow. So this is your guys' hideout.
Is it the same type of unit we use? The make looks identical.
How is the Major General?
I gave him first aid. The sedative seems to have worked, so he is resting.
Looks like he overused his power. You could see the exhaustion in his face. We should let him rest.
Don't worry, he's not in any real danger. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
That's good.
I guess we need to wait to talk to him.
So, are you guys okay sharing this hideout with everyone? It's going to be a little crowded.
That would be convenient. We should sort our belongings then.
Kagero, what are you going to do about Yuito? I think it's probably best we decide on something.
Oh, you're going to bring that up. I guess that makes sense. I promise you I'm giving it some thought. Just give me a little more time.
You killed my father. Bitch. I gotta do these. I need more brain drive. Not brain drive. What the fuck do I need? Enhance. Okie dokie. Two things I need most are healing, and I need to expand
the truth about Chairman Sumeragi's assassination. I haven't had to say anything about it yet.
I need something that can restore health, and I need something that can expand my brain meter, whatever the fuck it's called. Psychokinesis, here we go. My psychokinesis gauge. Here we go. This is the one I need. Yep. Let's do this one. And something that can heal me. Okay, that's good. I like that. I use brain drive a lot. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Don't abuse it too much. Don't abuse what? Alright, time to get to know my team.
I have to tell him. It's about his father.
Sorry for bringing so many people to your house.
You're thinking of brain field. Brain drive is when I get the thing on my hood, and I think all my abilities are a little bit enhanced, but that's about it. You're thinking of brain drive, where the entire arena changes, and I have unlimited psychokinesis powers.
Now, Kasane.
It's fine, we'll share. Please feel at home, Hanabi.
Wow, thanks. It's nice to have everyone together despite the situation.
have a bad feeling that Kodama's twin sister is one of the Septetrions. I'm wrong, right? Someone tell me I'm wrong. The one posing as Fubuki said she was Yuta Malone, that weirdo with a transformation power. There's a well-known rumor among Septetrion fans that one of the classified members has transformation powers. Not all 7 Septetrion members. I didn't know there were 7. Yes, you're thinking of Brainfield. Have been made public. There's a lot of mystery surrounding the one with the transformation powers in particular. First class Karin, second class Fubuki, 6th class is Luca, and 7th class is Seto. Well, was Seto. Those were the 4 Septetrion members that were close to us. So that leaves 3. So why do 2 Septetrion fans have such a problem adding Yuta to the list? We're talking about the identity of the mysterious Septetrion member the OSF kept classified. For it to turn out to be someone like that, how could I stand something like that? Yeah, it was something like an urban legend. I didn't even believe it was true. I just can't understand. I'm not a Septetrion fan, but I understand where you're coming from. You both have my condolences.
We're all working together again. How wonderful. Right, Sugumi?
Kagura, you hid something for me. You hid something.
Don't say it twice like that. I'm sorry, I am. I'm really sorry.
Sharing our knowledge is what saved Yuito. Thanks, Luca.
I should be thanking you. We needed everyone there to keep Yuito alive. I think you all did wonderfully.
Good.
Time to buy some presents. We have a lot of gifts to give. Finally have enough for one of these fucking things. But only one. I need this one. This one's really helpful. I use this one in Yuito all the time. Alright, let's get this equipment in line. It only gives me 24 power, it's fine. Here we go. Emergency Invulnerability Field. Emergency Defense Plugin grants temporary invulnerability after user takes damage. There was one more, and I can't remember which one it was, but it would basically make it so that they could not interrupt my ability to use items or something. I'll have to load the other save file to see which one it is. Are you using half a dumbbell? Oh my god. Alright, ready to give some presents?
Hey, Kasane. Naomi drove those Togetsu guys off for us, but we can't take it easy yet.
Are you saying someone else is coming?
I'm sure of it. They want you and Yuito at any cost.
You really are cool, Kasane.
Cool.
You were a bit standoffish in the past, but you always just slice through those others. I wish I could do that. It's not really like me to say this, but I can't help but admire you.
That was easy. Yeah, that's way more useful.
I think I'm starting to understand you better.
God, I am so
Hey,
far
Kasane.
behind.
Back when you were a cadet, you didn't really talk to anyone besides Naomi.
That's true. It's because I didn't find it necessary.
I see. But when I think about those times, I'm really glad that you talk to me like this now. Because it means that you find it necessary now. It'll push me harder to become someone you can really rely on.
This is the fastest I've ever grown with somebody.
I want to hear more about you. All right, tell me more about you as well.
Porcelain teapots, cups, and saucers. The design is simple, but made with subtle features to make tea delicious. Of course it's with Best Girl. Yuito's story is definitely superior, but this side also offers a lot of much-needed context.
I guess I should talk to Kagero.
Fuck Kagero. This large fancy mirror is decorated with flower pattern. It's not only used as a regular mirror to see your whole body's reflection, but it also contains a camera that you can project. That can project you from behind as a vision. Perfect for when you want to look your best in 360 degrees.
No way! Thank you!
I can check out if my scarf is twisted or if there's a bug on me. I want to watch Wacky Races. Salty potato chips, sweet cookies, chewy rice cakes. You can't wait to open and see what's inside. You can enjoy it with family, friends, or maybe just keep it for all yourself.
Thanks.
I love you. You love me. We're a
I can't help myself from charging forward in battle. I know how much you're covering for me and my reckless tendencies.
It's fine. Sometimes it makes it easier to fight when you're out in front like that.
Well, I guess that's nice to know. I'll just have to be careful that I don't overdo it from now on.
On level 4. Wow, Jesus Christ, we've covered a lot of ground today. Oh, I love this one. I think this is my favorite Assault Vision. She comes out, snaps her fingers, and the enemy just fucking explodes. Baki.
I'm going to be someone you can count on. I'm always counting on you. And you can always count on me.
That's a useful and cool skill. Yeah, everyone has a cool skill, but hers is the best, I think. Therapeutic music like this creates alpha waves in the brain and allows you to relax. It contains various sounds of nature, like bird songs and insects chirping. Listen to this to relax if you're tired. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what my nature instructor told me. Everything out here is either trying to kill you or fuck you. fuck are you doing? What the fuck is that? That was not a fucking massage. What the fuck was that? Oh, that is not a massage! You were banging on your own fucking shoulders. You fucking psycho. What's mostly in Australia? I lost the conversation after I fucking saw that. These cards are for fortune telling. Older than tarot cards, these are used for easier reading. The most commonly known method is laying the cards in a triangle to predict your fortune. They can also predict romantic luck and compatibility.
Oh, this is wonderful!
I wonder if Yuito's okay.
Fuck you, Yuito. Look at you, mirror. I don't think I saw this one on Yuito's side. I'm pretty sure I did not get you a mirror as Yuito. Interesting. Bitch, is that a hologram sword? It's moving too fast for me to see. Yeah, it looks like a hologram sword. At least we don't have venomous spiders and snakes entering into the house, landing somewhere on a bingo card each day. What the fuck are you talking about? I must have missed this entire conversation. Something happened to spark you to say everything is out. Oh, everything's out to kill you. Yes, that is true. But no, that's not mostly in Australia. Every single forest on Earth. They're all trying to kill you or fuck you. The difference is, in Australia, they're much more successful in the former. Just because something's trying to kill you doesn't mean they're very good at it. This old, well-used PC with expandability was top of the line at the time. Now the processing time is slow and there's no support at all. Many enthusiasts enjoy that inconvenience. They use an SNS to exchange information on maintenance and how to acquire parts. You know what I like.
You have a good eye.
Oh. All those boxes. Tell Yuito and his team not to clutter up the hideout, or she does enough lettering on. I'm looking at that old computer and I feel really old. This academic text teaches practical theories of electrical engineering and electronics. Students of engineering and electricity, psionics, use it as a point of reference. Psionic powers can't be used. Psionic powers can't be used. I think there's a typo here. Psionic powers can't be used your power correctly without understanding their nature.
that?
Here, have some liquor. This alcohol has fruity flavors like apple and orange. Liquor is made by fermenting fruit juice or by soaking fruit in alcohol. The Orchard's original brand is incredibly delicious. It's sweet and easy to drink, but don't drink too much. What the fuck? That's 2 typos I found. It's sweet and easy to drink, but so don't drink too much.
Oh, cool. There's a rumor lately that I've been using my power to spy on people. I would never do that, you know? I mean, I can't say I haven't thought about it. Do I look desperate enough to spy on people?
Meh.
It's because you're always so thoughtless, but I know you're not like that.
Oh? Thanks. That's my Kasane. I like that you're always so cool-headed.
Someone on the translation team was working late nights.
What? You wanted to get closer to me? Aw, shucks.
I guess I would like to understand you better.
I'm giving the Dawn Pickles to Yuito. I want Yuito to have preferential treatment for everything because his power is like the strongest, because when we combine ours it gets crazy. It's great for a super powerful hit against a boss enemy. 10 more minutes, then it's bed. It's almost 4 a.m. Yeah, you're right.
You're an intriguing person, Kasane. I apologize if that sounds strange. I meant it as praise.
It didn't bother me.
I'm glad. That practicality may be your greatest merit.
I love that.
You're an interesting person. I would like to learn more about you.
Really? I think you're much more interesting than I am.
Gonna be honest, Luca is more interesting than you, honey. Plaid blanket. The plaid pattern on this blanket is a refreshing green. It's light and warm, it's large size, so a child could completely wrap themselves in it, or an adult with a child's body. Body temperatures drop when people sleep, so this blanket is necessary for sleeping, even in temperature-regulated women.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna give the gifts, and I'm gonna do the Bond episodes, and that's gonna be it for me. This is a 1/18 scale die-cast steel model, and is from the exotic car series. The smallest details are reproduced. Well known by model enthusiasts, there is a large lineup featuring everything from classic cars to the latest models. Anna, you want to take a stab at how many games I own?
This is very nice.
3,000. Bitch. We were looking at 3,000 in the rearview mirror over a year ago. Well over a year ago. No, I'm afraid not. The exact count of how many games I currently own is... Hang on, pulling it up. Luigi's Mansion. Come on. 3,647.
How are you doing, Kasane?
What do you mean? Could you be more specific?
Like physically? No, never mind. It's not a big deal.
I think I understand the kind
You
of
were
person you
close.
are.
I feel the same way. I hope we're able to interact a little more.
No, not most digital. And no, I would not hope that most were digital. I would hope most were physical. Physical games are superior in every single
Do you
way.
remember the other day when I asked you how you were doing?
Yes. What was that about?
I'm sorry for the strange question. I just didn't know what to say to a young person. I only wanted to know how you were doing. If everything's okay, then that's good.
Awkward.
You're a trustworthy individual. I know that now.
That's an honor coming from a veteran like yourself.
Here, have a Baki floor cushion. This cushion features dozens of Bakis crowded together. It's slightly glossy and expensive, making it an impressive decoration. Baki fans often face the dilemma of wanting to use it, but not wanting to sit on their favorite character.
Are you sure?
You guessed 300. It's almost 3,700. You're really not that close. Book on combat skills and knowledge all recruits should study. It's a digital publication, although it's sold over 100,000 downloads, and it's relatively unknown. The content is sensible and practical, but the writing style is dated.
This is for me? You move so efficiently in battle. That's really impressive, considering how little combat experience you have. Although, while it's great that you don't hesitate, just don't be too reckless. Sometimes you need to pause and think.
Yes, you're right. Thank you for the advice. I'll be sure to remember that.
No, I didn't mean to lecture you. Maybe this is because of my age.
Got a fun snack set.
The more I get to know you, the more impressed I am.
Hey, I'm grateful.
Oh, Kasane?
What are you so startled about?
Nothing. I didn't think I would be able to talk to you. I'm sorry for being startled, but I was just so happy to be noticed.
I love that.
Have we become closer?
I'm not sure. It depends on your definition of closer. But I feel like we at least understand each other better.
That is the definition of closer, yes.
You're really strong, Kasane.
I think you're pretty strong too.
I don't mean in battle. I mean mentally. Nothing ever gets to you. I always get overwhelmed by everything outside of battle. That's why I want to learn from you.
Yeah, hers does seem to come up more often, which is good. Makes more sense in the universe.
Do we understand each other a bit?
I feel like we've come to understand each other a little better than that.
Okay, I love this one. It's a self-help book on how not to worry. Worrying too much about what others think of you, and you lose sight of your true self. Comparing yourself causes feelings of inferiority and will keep you awake at night. If you feel like this is the book for you. If you read through it, your outlook on life could improve.
Oh, thanks.
Can I have that book? Here, have a tea set.
Oh, thanks.
Sugumi. Best girl and you will sit on the floor. These plastic frame glasses have a white thorn tortoiseshell pattern. They come in a leather glasses case. They can be used as a personal joke item or have lenses put in and used for real. You can have the lenses exchanged for ones that suit you later.
Okay. Oh, Kasane, I'm sorry for being startled again.
It's fine. What are you doing?
The flowers bloomed, and I was looking at them. Oh, do you want to see too? You can see my flowers anytime.
Hello.
They like when people look at them, and so do I.
Yahoo.
I think I might want to talk with you some more. I don't know if it'll work out, though.
I have fun talking to you too. I don't think you need to worry about it going well.
Did we get everybody? I just gotta do Yuito, I think.
Kasane, you're kind of like a lone wolf.
You mean that I'm isolated?
No, not like that. Sorry, maybe that was a bad choice of words. I meant that you can take care of yourself. I really think that's amazing.
I think I got to know you a little better. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe you did.
Oh my god, I have so many fucking presents for you. Here we go. This is the meta as fuck present. I don't know if you saw this last time. The newest installment of an animated series created by the OSF in collaboration with a renowned animation studio. The story focuses around mankind's fight against the others, diving into heated battle scenes and interpersonal drama. Characters are based off currently enlisted OSF members. Animation Scarlet Fate.
Thank you so much!
Rumor going around the OSF said this was a must-see, so I'm curious about it. I heard the new recruit characters were just like me and you, Kasane. I wonder how they turned out.
I should talk to Hanabi.
Here, have a Baki pillow.
Thanks.
Big fluffy Baki doll. This giant Baki doll can be laid on the floor and used as cushion. The soft and fluffy feel comforts people. It was a limited production, so it's hard to find these days.
Thank you so much!
I want to see where he
I have a
puts this
long
thing.
way to go.
Oh my god.
It's painfully obvious when I fight alongside you.
I don't think we're that different.
That actually might be true, but there's a whole lot I need to learn. You helped me see some parts of myself I couldn't see on my own. In any case, you really motivate me to get better.
I was just saying, I wonder where he's gonna put it, and immediately when the scene loaded back in, I saw it. Look at that fucking
My
thing!
impression of you changed a bit. Maybe I understand you better.
I don't know what your idea of me was, but yes, I suppose we understand each other a little better than before.
It's like 4 times bigger than I thought it was. This comic, with growing popularity, has an unpredictable story and a unique design. In the last chapter, a traitor turned out to be an ally, and the best friend since the beginning was the real villain. The servers of SNS sites went down from the tumult that followed.
Thanks.
I'm gonna give you the expansions. Because you're definitely gonna be on my team.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, so we've done all those. I'm pretty sure we have no presents left, so let's just double check. It's just a plug-in. We'll find someone to give that to. And I think I just want to do the Bond episodes and I'm done.
Hey, you free now?
Yes. What is it?
There's something I want to ask you. Come with me.
Why did you bring me all the way here?
Because nobody will overhear us. Look at this.
That's the analysis from a recent fight.
Don't worry about the details. I want you to look at the other kill rate.
Your numbers have been improving lately. You must be seeing results from your training.
Yeah, but you're doing even better than me.
Not by much. It's all within the margin of error.
Listen, that small difference you're talking about is something I've never been able to make up for. It doesn't make sense to me that no matter how hard I study and work, I still can't beat you. It's time I swallow my pride and ask you, what kind of secret training are you doing?
Secret training? I'm not doing anything like that.
No, there has to be some sort of secret strategy you're using.
I told you I'm not doing anything like that. If you watch me, you can see that I'm not doing anything special.
Are you saying that this is just a difference in our natural abilities? How? If that's true, then it doesn't matter what I do. I'll never be able to catch up to you.
I don't really understand. Is there a reason you need to catch up to me?
I should just be some baggage the rest of my life? I don't think so. I hate to admit it, but everyone in this platoon are top talents, even Kagero. I'm the only one that's different. I'm nothing compared to the rest of you. I have to work myself to the bone if I'm even gonna keep up.
And it's paying off. I don't see you as baggage.
Even after looking at the data? No matter how hard I train, this is the reality. If this is my limit, then I can't stay in this platoon!
Dude.
Shiden, what should I do once I catch up to him? I don't know how to tell him how I feel.
Kasane, Shiden just rushed out of here.
Yes, I'm sorry. It seems like I've upset him again.
Apparently he's always
You
had
don't
them and
need
he
to
just never showed them
apologize.
off.
I know you must have tried communicating with him. You two have such different upbringings and perspectives. You have to assume you'll have disagreements.
That means he'll never understand where I'm coming from.
Right. What do you want him to do?
What do you mean? I want him to continue fighting with us as a team.
Have you ever tried telling him? Why don't you catch up to him and say just that?
I have a feeling he might get angry again, but
Isn't
I
shown it
haven't
at
thought
all.
of a better way to reach out to him. Okay, I'll go after him. Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
Shiden is heading towards Seiran.
Haruka, how do you know his location?
Psychic.
I'm the team's operator. He just rushed out of the hideout, so I figured you two got into another fight.
Good call. That's exactly what happened. Thank you for telling me.
Good luck. I hope it goes well.
Oh, each one of these got to be mini missions. I don't know if I want to do this. I might save these for later. I think he's at rank 4. If this will take like a couple minutes, it's fine. Shit, how far away is he? Oh, he's just up there, that's fine.
There you are.
Kasane? Why did you come after me? Get lost.
Where are you going? I understand that you're troubled. I can see how discouraging it is to work hard and not see results. But running away just because you couldn't become stronger than someone? That's not the kind of person you are.
You just overestimated me. This is what I'm really like. I'm not even that good. But my pride makes me constantly worry about everyone around me. I put on a facade because I'm scared I'm inferior to everyone else.
Jeez.
Don't take this the wrong way, but why are you so obsessed with being better than everyone? How useful an individual is depends on circumstances.
Have you ever been unable to control your own abilities?
You mean my power?
Yeah. When I was young, I caused an accident because of it.
Jeez.
Nobody got hurt, but I was just lucky. The next time it happens, someone might get hurt. Worst case scenario, people might even die. I put on these insulation gloves and trained hard to control my power. But I can't get rid of that nagging feeling. Even back when I was still a kid, I've never been able to overcome my own weakness.
So you feel inadequate. I've
I
never
feel
found you
that.
lacking. Our platoon needs your composure, analytic skills, and judgment. Please, come back to us. I want to keep fighting alongside you. Another warning.
Kasane, Shiden, others have been confirmed inside Seiran City.
Others? There was no forecast.
Sometimes the forecasts are wrong. Look, there are still citizens inside who weren't able to evacuate in time.
Let's go. We have to save them.
Yeah. Haruka, send us the other's location. That's right near my home.
What?
You didn't know either, Haruka? Is there a suppression force heading there now?
There's a patrol in the area.
They should prioritize evacuating the nearby civilians. My family should have already evacuated by now.
We should head to where they appeared. You must be worried about your family.
I don't need your concern. A member of the OSF should prioritize saving the citizens over their own family.
Damn.
You can drop the act. If you lose them without doing anything, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
Okay, I'll go.
Yes, let's hurry.
No, he's
Wait,
kind of
you're
right.
coming with me?
Obviously. Hurry up or I'm leaving you behind.
Hey, why are you taking the lead?
I'll support you
Guess
from
I'm better
here.
than you.
You two be careful.
Alright, I'll just do this one mini mission. Shouldn't take long.
What's going on? How are there still this
If
many
at all.
others?
The reports were wrong. There aren't even suppression forces. Let's go help.
Wait, will we be able to hold back that many others? Shouldn't we wait for reinforcements?
If we don't act now, they'll start attacking people. We have to slow them down here.
Against this many? That's suicide!
Who else is going to save them? This isn't a question about if we can do it. We have to.
Damn it. I know that. Captain Seto would say the same thing. There's no guarantee the civilians will be able to get away before the reinforcements arrive. My parents might. So we're the only ones who can stop them here. Captain Seto, give me strength. Let's go. You better pull your own weight.
Right back at you. Let's do this.
Okay, this one mini mission, and then I'll just check any of the ones that I'm not the same relationship level as Shiden, and just do those. Because those won't have mini missions attached to them. I think that would just be Luca. Luca and Yuito. That would be it.
I confirmed your water attack. Are you okay? Being wet makes it hard to move. The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to...
Useless.
Move if it hits you.
I'll be using this. Please, Yama.
It dropped something rare.
Time for stealth.
Got it! It's over.
Kasane, go!
We'll do this. There's nowhere to run.
I knew there were a lot, but this...
Where's your usual bravado? If you're tired, you can run back to the hideout. I'll take care of this.
Is that supposed to provoke me? How childish. But I'll go along with it this time.
I'll do it!
Whatever. Now let's finish this.
Please, Yuito. There's nowhere to run.
Push it.
Not yet.
Help me, Kagura. Give it to me, Arashi.
Damn!
Leave it to me.
Do something! Not yet!
The shell is broken. Aim for its weak spot.
Keep your guard up.
Next!
That's all of them. Are you all right?
Of course I'm all right. Who do you think I am? I was careful not to let any of them get away. I'm pretty sure we managed to stop them all here. Haruka, this is Shiden. We exterminated the others that appeared at our current location. Are there any more sightings?
I was just about to contact you. We've confirmed that all others in Seiran have been exterminated. You two really pulled off quite the feat. Good job. There's a rescue team headed your way. All the civilians have been accounted for at the evacuation site. 0 casualties. That's good news, Shiden.
Thank goodness.
Why don't you go see your family?
No. I just needed to know they're okay.
Then let's head back to the hideout.
Sorry.
You did well out there and made some good calls. You really pulled your weight.
Enough with the flattery. I was too busy fighting to think about anything else.
That just shows how much you were able to focus. Neither of us had the time to think about anything.
I guess so. But this wasn't an official deployment. There won't be any data to evaluate.
Who cares?
Does that upset you?
No. I feel accomplished. I don't even regret putting on Captain Seto's mask.
Oh, we get to see the other side of this.
If that's how you feel, then that's worth more than any analysis data.
We tried to convince him as you
You're right.
put that on.
This is the first time I've ever felt that there's more to an encounter than stats.
Yes.
I think I'll stay on the team for a little while longer.
You know what's weird?
You can stay as long as you want.
I think I might identify with Shiden.
It's only as long as I feel I have something to gain. This platoon isn't as bad as I thought.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Thanks.
I think I might identify with Shiden more than anyone else. I don't know, the pride, the fear of failure, the fear of being inferior. The need to prove myself.
I'm not saying you're suited to be a leader or anything. As much as I hate to admit it, there's no one else that could do it.
You're babbling so much I can't follow. What's your point?
I mean, you're doing a good job. For now, at least.
Awesome. All right, we're just gonna do Luca and Yuito.
Spend enough time with anyone, and it doesn't matter how much you don't get along. You somehow know what they're thinking, right?
I never said I disliked you, but I do agree that we've come to know each other.
We'll leave Hanabi and the others for tomorrow.
Kasane, are you free to talk?
Yes. What do you want to talk about today?
Oh, not here. The kitchen is empty right now, so let's go there.
That's where we are.
Huh? All right, let's go. So, what's this about?
It might be a touchy subject for you, since you are one of the design children made in Togetsu.
Yes, what of it?
How do you feel about your existence being the result of an experiment?
How do I feel? I'm not sure how to answer that.
Do you feel bad or conflicted about being an artificial existence?
Well, it's something I learned just recently, so it honestly doesn't feel very real yet. Finding out my entire past was a lie definitely filled me with shock and anger. But it's not like my birth affects who I am now, so it hasn't been an issue.
The circumstances of
You're
one's
steadfast.
birth do not determine who you are. It is
That's
what you
precisely
do with the
why I
gift
wanted
of
to
life
talk to you.
that determines your
What are you
worth.
talking about?
You
don't have to force it. I can go to another room and wait for you to calm...
Wait! I'm a dud.
Oh my god, he admitted it?
I was born without powers, but they ran experiments on me when I was a child, which led to my gaining them. So while my situation is a little different from yours, I'm also an artificial psionic. It's something I've been struggling with for a while now. My power was given to me. It's not my own. Maybe it'll disappear one day, and I'll be nothing.
The other day. That's why you asked what I'd do if I couldn't use my powers.
Yes, I wanted to know how you felt since you were also created by an experiment. How do you think one can overcome their fear of possibly losing their powers one day?
You're asking me because you want my frank opinion.
Yes, that's right.
Then I'll be honest with you. I don't understand why you're so worried.
Is that because you're not a dud?
No, I don't mean it like that. It's because I consider powers to be just one tool out of many.
Just one of many?
If you can't use one, then just use another. There are other ways to fight besides powers. Even if I didn't have them, I'm sure I'd find another way to try to protect Naomi. Whether you have powers or not, your feelings won't change. What's important is not how you do it, but what you do.
What you do? I see. I should apologize.
What are you talking about?
I kept telling you before how similar you were to my brother, but I was wrong. My brother will greedily try to obtain powers to fulfill his own agenda. By force at times. You could say he is almost possessed by the powers. However, you don't care that much about them. If they're not available, you're flexible enough to choose a different method.
I don't really understand, but you're basically saying you don't think Karin and I are similar anymore.
Yes, because you're not. I was conflicted at first, but I'm glad I told you. It seems I was being a little too closed-minded. That might be similar to my brother. You've helped me feel a little better. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Thank you for trusting me with your secret.
You can talk to me anytime if you're ever struggling with something. Like your muscles.
I don't think I'd ever be worried about my muscles, but I'll keep that in mind.
Kasane, how long do you train each day?
I think I train as much as necessary.
As far as I can see, you seem to have muscle. I'd like it if you allowed me to create a training program for you sometime.
You and I think very differently. That's why I find you so interesting.
I don't feel that way. Plus, you have an interesting way of looking at people.
I really like how drastically different this game frames Yuito and Kasane. They are basically the same character, sort of, game mechanics wise. but they could not be two more diametrically different people, because the way he talks to Luca about him being a dud and the way she talks to Luca about being a dud seems like extremely genuinely different people. They're not just written differently by the same guy. These seem like two completely different perspectives, and I really appreciate that. Even though they both kind of come to the same conclusion, their ways of getting to that same conclusion are very different. And it seems believable, like I buy it.
Oh, Kasane, perfect. There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
What is it?
I just wanted to say thank you. I owe you my life.
You owe me your life. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you know, at Arahabaki. You saved me when I almost lost my memory.
Oh, actually, it wasn't just me that saved you. It was Hanabi and all of us.
I'm grateful to everyone, but the only reason everyone was there in the first place was because you brought them. If even one of them hadn't been, my memory might not be complete. So, I appreciate your help. Thank you.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but I suppose I should humor him a bit. All right, I accept your thanks.
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, it's kind of weird just talking normally like this.
Talking normally is weird?
I mean, we were enemies for a while, and now we're fighting together. Life sure is full of strange, unexpected things. Sometimes, I think that the fact that two people exist with the same power, in the same time, at the same place, might mean it's fate.
You can go ahead and interpret it however you want, but I don't believe in fate.
That's the Kasane I know. I guess it is kind of an exaggeration.
Well, I would say it's more logical than an exaggeration. We're only here because we chose to be. Whenever I hear the word fate, it just sounds like something given to us.
Oh, that's not really what I meant, but I see how it could sound like that. When I think of fate, I think of something from a past life, or like there's a strange power at work. But yeah, I just don't feel like I entirely chose this.
What do you mean?
Fate does seem like something being forced on us. But we meet and part with so many people all the time. All of that put together makes me who I am now. Like, my ability to choose is thanks to everyone.
If that's what you mean, I feel the same. If I were by myself, I wouldn't have been able to choose this path. He has a good point, I'll give him that. It's true that I'm here thanks to my sister.
Oh, right, I haven't told you yet. It's about Nagi. He's dead.
What? Nagi? You mean that Nagi? What happened?
He was subjected to the government's personality rehabilitation. And, well, he attacked me when he was ordered to take my brain. I thought there was something I could do for him, a way to bring him back. But I was too late. I couldn't save him.
I can't even imagine how hard that must have been. For you and
Put
Nagi.
down his best friend.
He was a good guy. A really good guy. He didn't deserve that fate. He got roped into the government's conspiracy just because he knew me.
Even if he weren't friends with you, I'd imagine Nagi would still find himself involved if he joined the OSF.
But if he hadn't become friends with me, then the chance of this happening would have been much lower. It's my fault he lost his life.
Nagi was his own person. He made his own choices in life. He wasn't an extra in yours. Even if his life came to a painful end, I think it's arrogant to say it was only because of you. Also, I don't know how he truly felt, but I'm guessing he wouldn't want his friendship with you denied.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go through life not being friends with him either. That's why I wanted to save him. It's hard when someone dies. Since I've joined OSF, I've lost so many people. It's shocking at first, but it really starts to sink in later. I'll never get to see or talk to them again. Before, I could always just use brain talk to see and talk to them whenever I wanted.
Even so, the time you spent together wasn't for nothing. You can remember them whenever you want. We can't let it be for nothing. You said so yourself. The people we meet and the relationships we build, that's what makes us who we are.
You're right. I guess we just have to keep on living, embracing the memories of those who've passed. I'm really glad I didn't lose my memory. Thanks again.
I'm glad we talked. I feel better too.
We should have another talk like this soon. We're back on the same team again.
As long as it has some meaning, sure. I don't really like small talk.
That's fair enough. Looks like you're still you. I sure am glad we're working together again.
Yes, me too. He seems to have matured in some ways. And there's been so much going on lately. For both him and me.
No, I feel like Yuito's interactions
Hey,
are a little
Kasane?
deeper.
Remember how I called you a lone wolf before? Now that I think about it, I was wrong. You're no lone wolf. You're the one carrying everyone.
Meh.
I feel like that's more your
It
specialty.
is his specialty.
Really? I think you're pretty good at it
No one
yourself.
said she wasn't good.
All of us count on you, including me.
You're pretty kind sometimes. Oh, wait, that didn't come out right.
It's fine.
Oops. Thought it was jumping.
If that's the case, maybe some of your sincerity has rubbed off on me.
Alright, we're gonna save it and call it a night. Yeah. Alrighty. Probably be back on tomorrow, perhaps. Tomorrow night, at the latest. But I'm gonna go to GameStop and J Street Games and probably buy a ton of games, and then come home and buy a ton more online. I will see you then. Bye, Lucy. Bye-bye. Have a good night.